Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is going to be the embassy look. So my assignment was to have a neutral glam look because today or tonight I have to accompany my husband to an event at the Polish embassy. And don't ask why Polish embassy, really. That is just a thing that he does in his job, and yeah, so I'm gonna be accompanying him, and he requested of me lovingly to be a little bit more normal, a little bit more soft glam, a little bit more, yeah, just you know, still sparkle but not too much, so it will not look like what's wrong with her, because I'm supposed to be standing next to him and sparkle. So today we're sparkling a little bit on like a low simmer and that's the look I created, and for that I used my bronze gold palette from Morphe, which I usually go to when I have to create neutral looks. So I think we did okay with the neutral glam kind of a thing. I'm not, my heart is not in this, as you know, because I'm going all over the place with the colors, and that's what I love. That's where my heart is. But it's okay because I love my husband more than I love my colors, so that's why I did this for him, and I'm going to be joyfully accompanying him tonight to this event. So that's what we did, and if you want to know how I did that and also I want to share a story with you that is a very sweet story, something that happened to me last night, then just keep on watching. Hi my sweeties, good morning, and I am okay, so I just slept in, which is till 4 o'clock, and I'm supposed to come up with a look that is today's assignment, let's put it that way, is that it has to be subdued. It has to be subdued, but it still has to sparkle, it still has to shine. My husband gave me the assignment to be his brightest ornament in his crown. But not shine too much in order to not outshine him. Okay, so what are we gonna do? In that case, I always turn to my bronze gold palette from Morphe, which looks like this, and I have no idea. You probably saw in the intro how the look turned out. Good for you. I have no clue. I think I'm gonna go for a full cut crease, but not winged, you know, just outlining my natural crease, and have that in some kind of shimmer tones, and then in the crease just like a warm brown, like this maybe, you know. And today actually I'm so scared because every time when I have to do something, you know, when I get an assignment from the outside that I didn't give myself, you have to have that kind of a look. It kills me. I have been obsessing about filming this look for now 2 days, going from palette to palette, driving myself nuts about this, thinking I cannot do this, it's not gonna work, I'm gonna look terrible. Yeah, so that's how I am. I cannot take it to be forced to do something when it comes to creativity, but we're going to do our best, okay? Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do, and then maybe for the lid, maybe like a concoction between this and this and this. So yeah, maybe, because I was actually thinking maybe going for like a darker shimmer, but then, you know, because it would like fit to the outfit. But then I thought, why not have like something lighter, but that it shines on its own for its own sake, because it is not the same color scheme as the rest. So that's my thought behind it, and I have no idea if that's if that's going to work out. I just hope. Yeah. All right, so let's zoom in and let's just try our best. Okay, the other thing that is completely new today is that I have actually set my eyeshadow primer today, because I want this to be, you know, gentle and not harsh at all, not too super shiny at all. This is going to be so weird. Anyway, so I think I'm going to go in with what? I'm going to start with the shade Sandy here. And even though I have set my eyeshadow primer already, I'm going to use a very fluffy brush. This is so weird because it goes against everything I believe in. I'm just gonna sweep this. Oh, girls, I'm suffering. You know what I really wanted to work with today is the Vivid Pigments palette from from Colored Rain. That's how I felt like I should be today. But yeah, I do of course understand that you know, I have to be supportive of my husband too. He's sort of a public person in his own right, so that's what we have to do, and I just have to sort of represent him, and I cannot be an embarrassment to him. And though he is not embarrassed by my looks, like on normal days, no, but this is about him, so he has to, you know, it's okay that he tells me that he needs this kind of look, so it's okay. Anyway, so let's just suffer for the cause of love. Okay, let's do that. Today, just today. All right. Yeah. It's just not me, you know. I'm gonna feel like out of my skin today. I know that already, because that always happens when I do neutral looks. And I know it's not the thing that I think I look ugly. It's just that it's not me, you know. I know that I look good with neutral looks, and I probably get more compliments when I wear those kinds of looks. But for me, it's obviously not about that. For me, it's about expressing myself and being myself and all of these things. So anyway, though I must say, the cool thing is that when you do set your eyeshadow primer, which of course you know that I never do that because I want the most color payoff as possible, how easy blending is. It's absolutely easy. It's like and you're done. Amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to intensify this a little bit so I have the feeling that I actually do have some color on my face. Color. Color, yeah, right. We gotta make the whole thing with the shimmer sparkle a little bit, so that I really, you know, feel like there is something interesting going on. But we'll get there. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with this shade that I showed you before, which is the shade Naked. And I'm taking a bit of a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna concentrate that a little bit more into the crease, and not flaring it out like this, but really like just taking it along my natural crease. So while I'm doing all of this, I want to actually tell you something that happened last night. So today is Sunday morning, I think the 8th of September, I think so. So I don't know when you're seeing this, but okay, so tonight is our function at the embassy, and yeah, but that is not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is something that happened last night when I checked all my messages after Shabbat. Because if you don't know that, you know, when you're a religious Jew, you don't check messages on Shabbat. Okay, so anyway, so this is what is this? Anyway, what I wanted to tell you is a bit of a tiny story time here. When I studied doing makeup, you know, when I went to my makeup academy, I had to bring models sometimes, you know, to do makeup looks. And there was one occasion where I had to actually bring two, and I could not find anyone. So I posted in one of my WhatsApp groups or Facebook groups, I don't remember anymore. I think it was WhatsApp. So I posted there, I said I need 2 models for tonight. And I think that was during the summer vacation last year in 2018. So a woman answered me, and she said, you know, I and my daughter, we would be happy to come. So I asked her to send me a picture of herself and her daughter, so I know which, you know, foundations and stuff to bring. And then I don't know what to think about myself. And then I think at 5 o'clock in the evening we met at the makeup academy, and we started to work. So the mother was very, very overweight, and the daughter was I think she was 11 back then, must have been. So she was 11. I had thought that she's gonna be like a little bit older because I had not done makeup on a girl yet. But okay, so I started to do makeup with the girl, and then when I was done, like a gentle, you know, age-appropriate kind of a makeup, and then I did the mom. And while I was doing makeup on the mom, and she was very, very overweight, she had no neck and anything. It was just like one piece of, how do you say that, like one, it was just going straight down, you know. She didn't have a chin and everything. So she also did not have a lot of facial hair, so there were almost no lashes. There was almost nothing going on when it comes to eyebrows. Anyway, so yeah, so I did the mom, and while I was just chiseling away on her, trying to put some some features back into her face, we were talking, because that's what we do. And anyway, and then sometimes we just glanced a little bit to the side, because the girl was waiting sort of next to her on a chair. And we saw that she was taking selfies and she was sending it to everybody. And so anyway, everybody she knows, and that her mom was like, wow, I cannot believe that she's doing that. And I thought, well, that's a normal thing what kids do, right? They take selfies and they send it to all of their friends. And then she said, you have no idea what my girl has been going through. You know, she has not been able to like leave the house, and she has not been able to connect to anyone, and she doesn't want physical contact, and she doesn't want anyone like to touch her or to come close, also like emotionally and whatever. So I was like, wow. And now she's going all out, and she's taking selfies, and she's bold, and she's like sending them through the whole world, you know. And that was amazing to me, like the power of makeup. Seriously, you know, that girl who did not have confidence at all before was now posing in front of the camera like there's no tomorrow, and sending all of these things to friends and family and whatever. So anyway, and then I kept working. I just did a very classy smoky eye in like browns, of course, like gentle tones, very classy, you know, something that just suits everybody, let's face it, you know. And that's what I did. And then I had done the mom's eyebrows, so she actually had some eyebrows to talk off, I don't know what it's called. And then I chiseled her features back in, you know, so she actually appeared to have like some kind of a neck and everything. And then at some point, the mom, who had just had her eyes closed because I was working on her, she opened her eyes and she looked at the mirror opposite her, and she started smiling, and I was like, oh yes. And really, seriously, Leorah. And she started smiling, and she said, I haven't smiled in months. She was so happy, you know, and that made me in return so super happy. And then she told me that actually when she was younger, before she came to Israel, and I'm not going to say from where she was originally, but of course an English-speaking country, she had been modeling, you know. And now she was severely overweight, and she was, if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to do the cut crease now. I don't know if I can do that while I'm talking, but I'm gonna try, and then once I get stuck, I'll just go off camera and do the rest like that. Anyway, so yeah, so she had been she had been modeling, and now, you know, what marriage does to a lot of people, as she sort of had lost herself and was suffering from depression and all kinds of things. And she said that originally this whole thing, that her daughter and herself, that they came to my modeling thing, or to model for me, was just to have an evening out together, quality time, a reason to go out of the house, and something that doesn't cost them anything. So and I thought, wow, amazing. So they helped me, and I'm helping them in return, and they're gonna feel so amazing. I also put like some very natural looking falsies on the daughter, and then short ones, you know, like age appropriate. And I did go through the ordeal to put like single eyelashes, you know, the single ones that are like 3 in a bunch, and you glue them on individually. How does one call that? Individual eyelashes? Does one say that? So anyway, on the mom, and and she was smiling at herself, and she straightened up, and she was so happy, you know. So let me just go off camera, finish this, and then I'm gonna come back to tell you the rest of the story. Okay, so this is how it looks so far. I might have gone a little bit too high, but it's okay. We'll make it work. So the next thing is gonna be this shade. Let me just check which name that is. That is Summer Vibes, and that is this one, which is really gorgeous and like a very soft, sweet, orangey kind of a shade. And that's all I ever want to be, very sweet and soft and orangey. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick that up on my concealer brush again, and I'm going to press it on just here on the outside and then on the very inside, and then we're just gonna do like a halo kind of a thing. That's the plan. Okay, so back to the story. So they left. They were super happy, and then it was already, I think, 9 o'clock in the evening. Because we had worked from like 5 till 9 in the afternoon till 9 in the evening, and they then went out and had, I don't know if they went to a movie or you know, whatever. So they had some quality time that they had not planned to have, and that was awesome, you know. And that girl, she had given me her number because I had taken pictures of her too, and her and her mom, so I could send the pictures to her. So anyway, so she had my number, and then the next day she contacted me and she thanked me again, and she was so happy. And then, so this is now like more than a year ago, okay? So sometimes during that last year I did bump into them, maybe twice. And every single time I bumped into them, the girl came running towards me and throwing her arms around me and being so sweet. And also besides that, and that is the girl who cannot have any physical contact, you know, just saying. So, and besides that, she has also once in a while been texting me, you know, just saying hi, like not in a manner that was like bothering me or something, but just, you know, sort of checking up on me and saying, wow, your profile picture looks so pretty this time, and whatever, you know, things like that. Anyway, very sweet, and I always try to encourage her and be very kind to her and just say something nice about her in order to build up her self-confidence. So that's what we did. So now finally to that, what happened last night. So last night when I checked my messages, I saw that she had sent me a flyer, and I looked at the flyer and it was the invitation to her bat mitzvah. So she must be 12 now, or turning 12. So she asked me to be her makeup artist for her bat mitzvah, and I'm so happy to do that for her. And I immediately saved the date for her, and she was thrilled. She thought there's no chance that I'm gonna do that, and of course I'm gonna do that, seriously, you know. So sweet. Anyway, I'm so happy for her, and I'm so happy that she's even considering to like get her makeup done, because, you know, the family is not really like into that, you know. But I'm so happy to do this. So this is gonna be amazing. I wish I could vlog it for you, but I'm not gonna, because I have to protect the privacy of the family. But anyway, she seems to be doing much better, that girl, and I am just so blessed by things like this, you know. This is, I remember when I came home from that day when I did both of their makeups, the moms and the girls, and I was talking to my best friend on the phone, and or making her a voicemail or something, and I was like walking on clouds, because that was my first real experience where I actually felt makeup can really, like, it can switch your life around, at least for that moment. And sometimes that's all you need, you know. Sometimes it's just that moment where you just need to be lifted up a little bit, and just, you know, in the case of those two people, they hadn't felt good about themselves for months, if not longer, and that was just so amazing to just give it to them, you know. So just sharing that with you because I thought it was awesome. Yeah. Okay, how are we looking? Like, like never before. Amazing. All right, I better have a very good eyeliner to go with this look because I hate it. I hate it. All right, next thing, I'm gonna take the shade Solstice, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna pack it on both of the sides, like not in the middle but on both of the sides. And I'm gonna use a packing brush again. I'm gonna spray it. I feel a panic attack coming on. This is just not me. It's not me. Ugh. The things you do for love, seriously. So this shade actually barely shows up, I must say, next to the other one. Let's just try to build it up a little bit more, but I don't think it shows really up. It's too much competition, apparently. Okay, it doesn't matter because we still have the other shade that I want to pull in. So I'm still gonna try a little bit. From close up one sees it a tiny little bit, but I do think that this is one of these shades that does not accept any competition, so. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't matter, it's okay. So the next one is the shade Soul, which is this one, and that we're gonna put in the middle, and I think we should really hope that this one accepts competition. Well, isn't that special? Where is the opacity? What's happening? I might have to do this with my finger. We'll see. Just gonna try to put this on and build it up. And then I think worst case, I'm just gonna go over it with one layer of what I apply with my finger. And I think then we're gonna call it quits. I'll still work on it a little bit. And then I'm also gonna do the rest of my face and eyeliner and all of that. And then I'll be right back. Okay, my ladies, so this is how it looks now, and basically we just have to do the lower lash line, and for that I think I'm gonna keep it super simple, just to keep the eyes really like opened up, you know, like how do you say that? Keep them open. Okay, I think I'm just gonna take that same shade, the second one that we used to deepen up the crease, which was Naked, I think. No, was it? Naked, yes. And I'm just gonna take this under my lower lash line. I'm just gonna find a brush to do that, and that is it. And then I'm just gonna find something for my lips. Let's just try to sweep this on so it doesn't take away a lot of the openness. Okay, I'm just gonna blend this out to the other eye and find something for my lips, and then I'm gonna come back with the finished look and my final thoughts. Okay, my lovelies, so this is the finished look, and I'm okay. I'm okay. It is not my favorite look of all times, just because it is so neutral, and I personally don't feel that way. Like, I have to force myself. I know it looks good. I know it looks good. That is not the point. It's just that I was not able to express myself with this look, but that's okay. It's okay. I know that I have to do some neutral looks once in a while, and I think we nailed it. It's good. It's good. Everything is good. So let me just tell you what I think about the performance of the palette. The mattes, the two mattes that we used, fine, super. You know, well, what can I say? I had my primer set, so it's, of course it's going to blend well. Of course it's, you know, performing the way it should. So the shimmers, though, I think the only one of those three shimmers, I'm just going to show you again, that we used this one, and this one. The only one that really performed well, like from the get-go, was this one. The other ones performed well once I used my finger to tap it on. Let me just zoom out, because that is just, wait, too close for comfort, right? All right, so yeah, so but once I used my finger to do it, it was fine. Then for blush, I used my Morphe Cool Pro palette, and I used these two shades right here, because I wanted to have a gentle and just a hint. I went on like really strong with my highlighter. And you know what, there is a hidden gem in yet another neutral palette. I don't use this palette really. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's the Desert Oasis palette, so I don't really use that palette for those shades, but I love those highlighters that are in there. So this is what I used for my inner corner. It's like a very, very light gold. And then this is what I used for my cheekbone, and they are blinding. They're super, super cool. Love them. It's just that I don't use them so much because they are in the palette. They're stacked with all my palettes, and I don't have them where all my highlighters are. So it's a shame because I really, really like them. Anyway, I'm using my Lily lashes in the style Hollywood, and I think they're super fitting, you know, Hollywood, red carpet. Yeah. Everything else, if there's anything else you want to know about what I used in my makeup, you of course find that in the description box. And what are my final thoughts? My final thoughts are, going back to my story time, that really we never know what impact we have in people's lives. So let's just be careful, let's be kind, let's try to feel other people, let's try to be giving, you know, because we have no idea, first of all, the impact that we have in that moment and how long it'll last, you know. In what I have experienced with that girl that I told you about, this is now a year, you know, and she's so dear to my heart just from that, because I know what a change brought it on. No, what a change was brought on by doing her makeup back then. And I'm super, super looking forward to do her makeup for her bat mitzvah. And yeah, so let's just be like that, you know. Let's just reach out and just give some sparkles everywhere. So that is what I'm gonna do. And besides that, if you did like the video, even though this look is very unusual for me, but maybe you enjoyed it anyway, so then give the video a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Just if you subscribe to my channel for looks like this, just be warned that this is not happening very often, so you might want to look into my other videos first, you know. All right, so that is that. But besides the fact, I would love to have you here also for my other content. For everybody who is new, I have a beauty channel that is also reaching out into lifestyle, and I also do wrapping tutorials, so it is a little bit like a broad spectrum channel. And if you enjoy that, then please stick around. I would love that. And for all of us, let's just go ahead and sparkle until I see you here next time, which is super soon. I love you so much. Hugs and kisses. Bye.